Sunlight can be converted into two kinds of energy, electricity and heat. Consumer electronics, refrigeration, lights, and appliances use electricity, but hot water and space heating can directly use the heat from the sun. Since 80% of household energy goes for heating and hot water, it only makes sense to directly use this heat energy from the sun. A solar thermal system is the most efficient of all solar processes. Here's how it works. Solar collectors are placed on or around the home to gather the sun's light and convert it directly into heat, which can be used by the home. These collectors are sealed vacuum tubes which are immune to outside temperatures. An hour of sunlight in winter generates just as much heat as an hour of sunlight in summer. The only difference is the hours of daylight. Through the course of a summer, millions of BTUs of heat are gathered by the solar collectors. To store this heat for use during the winter, a heat well is used to accumulate the sun's energy. This heat well only takes about 6 hours to install and can retain heat for years. It holds over 60 million BTUs of heat, or about a 4-month supply during a typical winter to cover times of prolonged cloud cover. Of course, the solar collectors continue to absorb heat during sunny winter days, and the heat well makes up any shortfall. The controls for this system contain 3 heat exchangers which are each about the size of a brick. When it's light outside, heat from the sun warms a special antifreeze solution which circulates through the collectors and down to the first heat exchanger, warming it up. Water from the heat well also circulates through the same heat exchanger, picking up the heat and transferring it to the other 2 heat exchangers and then on to the heat well, storing the energy for use at a later time. Whenever there's a call for space heating or hot water, the heat is directly used to maintain comfortable temperatures throughout the home and to provide endless hot water. After sunset, the collectors automatically shut down for the night, but the system continues to draw heat from the heat well, which is maintained at 180 to 200 degrees even in the winter, providing constant heat day or night. This is the only solar energy system which is completely energy independent. The home's heating system operates exactly like it does right now using a regular thermostat. The heat simply comes from the sun instead of fossil fuels. All these controls are completely automatic and are contained in a small metal cabinet out of sight in the garage, basement, or utility room.